This is Tacos Live. I am here with Jay and Jeff. Boys, how are you doing?
Oh, so good. Excellent. Of course. Hello, it's Taco Tuesday. We're with you. We've got a great guest. We've got Jeff with new glasses. What more can we ask for?
I think we can ask for tacos. Should we do a quick tacos up?
Oh, hell yeah. We should.
We need a tacos up.
Perfect. All right. That is awesome. You guys, I'm going to go ahead.
I was pretending that my screen froze.
Yeah, I was like, did he pause?
Pull that off very well.
It's awesome.
I don't know what's gotten into me. I think it's you and your super cool new mic. And of course, Shannon, our wonderful guest that's with us. I'm fired up today.
That is awesome.
I'm feeling a little spicy today, Jeff.
Oh.
Well, thank you for mentioning that, Jay. And I'm so excited to get right to our guest, but I would be remiss in not recognizing that today my taco is one we actually made instead of going out to one of my many favorite places.
Homemade tacos are the best.
Yeah, homemade tacos are the best. And that's because our friend Brian at La Tour de Spice made us tacos with Jay and Jeff seasoning.
So cool.
And so we use that, and it's also his birthday today. Happy birthday, Brian. Our gift to you is a shameless plug for taco spice seasoning. But I want to get right to our guest, Shannon, because now I often, as you know, Jay, theme my attire based on our guest. And you know, I got my cool new glasses, which I think are way too hip for me, but my wife seems to think I warrant them. But Shannon, active runner, fitness person. Jay, go ahead. You take the rest of the introduction.
Oh, no. Yeah, I love it. The fact that you guys, Jeff, you do theme your apparel based on who our guests are. And the fact that you want to be fit because Shannon Laredo, who is the president of Business Branders and co-founder and director of All Fun and Epic Shit, I think we are in store for an amazing Tacos Live. What do you think?
I think we want to hear from Shannon. Yeah. Shannon, hello.
Woo! Shannon. They're going crazy. Hi. The crowd is fired up. Brandon, are we ready to roll?
I think so. You guys, I will see you at the end for some questions from the audience. Again, audience, as you're watching, just go ahead and type your questions over there and we'll make sure we get to them at the end. But I'll see you guys there for the bite at the end. All right.
Shannon, thanks for jumping in and thanks for being here this morning. We're honored. We feel privileged. We're grateful for your time. Thank you for spending it on a Taco Tuesday with two funny guys, one from California, one from Arizona. And you are in Houston, Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. I am.
So how long have you been the cruise director at Business Branders?
So I've been in the industry since 1995. And my assistant and I started our own company. We went live January 2016. And I've actually been friends with her since we were 14 years old. We went to high school together and we're best friends. And she ended up becoming my assistant a long time ago. And now we're business partners, and she handles the inside and I handle the outside.
That's awesome. What a great dynamic duo.
It's perfect.
It's a perfect partnership for lots of mayhem in Houston. That's what I predict.
It is. And we're complete opposites, so we work very well together.
Complementary, just like Jeff and I. We complement each other. It's amazing. It's teamwork. Makes the dream work. How many other cliches do you think we could weave into today's show, Jeff?
I'm excited to see.
No.
Me too. It's going to be epic. All right. Well, listen, one of the first things we do is we like to highlight you and make sure that we can brag on your imagery, on your logo specifically. So one of the things I've done is I grabbed your logo, Business Branders, and I think this is a cool logo. I've always thought this was a cool logo because of the tagline. For me, that's the glue that holds this all together. The fact that you've used blocks, that you're saying building blocks, and that you've included brand and branders, it all works for me. B squared. Hello, this is good stuff.
Thank you very much. Yes, and so Marianne, she handles our artwork, and she was the brainchild behind this. You know, she came up with a couple options, and we ended up going with this. We thought it said exactly what we do, because you want to make sure that that's clear when people see it. And then the B2, there's two of us, but it's also Business Branders. So it worked out well.
It works all the way around the block.
That's right.
See what I did there?
I know. See that.
It's a gift. Anyway, not everybody likes the gift.
Really, Jay? Come on.
I know. Jeff keeps me in line. I get carried away. Well, Jeff, though, seriously, I like it because you can, you could use just the blocks. You could use obviously the whole logo, and then you have just a great tagline. So it's well done. Obviously, was this a designer? Is that what you said? You have an artist on staff?
Marianne, she's my assistant. She also does our artwork.
Oh, okay.
She's very well versed in Illustrator and all things design, and she made that magic happen.
Well, that's a good thing to have. So what I want to do is, as you know, Shannon, I'll typically snoop around your Instagram platform and a little bit of LinkedIn and a little bit of your website. And you know what I'm doing? I'm trying to catch epic branding, magical marketing, purpose-driven wow factor type stuff. And the first thing that really jumped off, and let me tell you, you have a lot of inspirational quotes. You have a lot of spirituality. You have a lot of good stuff on your Instagram page. But this one for me, this was a sign. It hit me. And this was it. Boom. For two reasons. But before I tell you why, thank you for sharing all that you share in your positivity on your Instagram feed. I think the world is in need of that right now.
I agree.
So that was my first thing. Jeff, what do you think? Are you waiting for a sign right now, Jeff?
Well, I love that no guest is safe from Jay's, snooping, through the, through social media, and you're super active. But what was the question, Jay? I lost it.
Well, listen, I think it was that we were waiting for you to have a sign that this is the moment, this is it. And Jeff and I both had this moment. We had this moment back in April. And then the moment for us was Cinco de Mayo when we decided to do our first show. So that was a sign for us, right, Jeff?
Right. Okay. Yes. And I love, of course, the simplicity of this. And I think you don't mind, Shannon, certainly if other people follow you on these social media channels, because you do a lot of inspirational stuff. You're, active with your, your fitness and wellness and faith and all those kinds of things that are super important. So this is great. Simple, just a simple slogan there. It's great stuff.
So the other reason I have to tell you why I shared this was I love it. I love the message. I love your apply for that job, date that person, buy the plane ticket, move to that city, have dessert, be you, you're worth it. All of that. It's perfect. But I don't know who Tony is, but the fact that he said, cook that sausage and gravy and eat those biscuits. I was dying. And I thought, because the first thing I thought of was eat those tacos. It's a sign.
So Tony used to be in our industry. He worked for Headwear USA.
Okay.
For years and years. And so,
awesome.
and I was like, yep, cook that sausage and gravy.
There you go. Have some biscuits. I love it. Well, look, let's keep moving forward. We've got more epic work that you have, and you are the spotlight. You are the star of the show today, not us, not the sausage and gravy and those biscuits. But we're not waiting for a sign. We're waiting for certification. And I want to give you a huge shout out and a big compliment, because you, like many people, you took advantage of some downtime during our last 6-7 months, the coronavirus pandemic, and you achieved something that is very, very important to myself and to Jeff and to those of us in the industry. Tell us about this. Brag on yourself for a minute, Shannon. Good job.
Thanks. I don't like bragging on myself, but it's something I've always wanted to do, but never had the time, because it is very time consuming. You have to invest some time. And so when the pandemic hit and everything came to a screeching halt, there was no better. I could sit here and feel sorry for myself, or
right.
And
well,
complain
we
about,
all did that. We had
we did that. I did do it briefly, but get back up
for a minute or two. Yeah, it's normal. It's human nature.
So yeah. After I wiped the tears and picked myself up off the ground, I buckled down and took care of that. And my assistant Marianne did the same as well. So we both got certified right around the same time. And this is live, and you're hearing my dog.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
we love dogs.
We love pups. In fact, we're gonna have a spotlight on your pup here in just a little bit.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm surprised.
So yeah, just buckled down and took care of that. So I'm glad that I took the time to do that.
Well,
So, I mean, there are positive things that came out of the pandemic.
absolutely. That's what I was going to say. And I know Jeff is a big, big believer in continuing education. He always has been. He's been both a presenter, he's been an educator. Jeff, speak to us a little bit about the MAS and the importance there. What is your takeaway?
Yeah, I think sadly, maybe the next generation doesn't fully embrace the importance of what those certifications are. I just was talking with someone about that, and you know, it's just so important. You've been a presenter too, Jay, and education, you know, we always can be learning. And so I think it's really great that many people have taken advantage of the downtime to get certified. And for a while there, PPAI was doing all the courses for free. So kudos to them for opening that up to everyone. So yeah, you can look, I don't like to use the word old, okay? Experience. I just did a coffee and conversation show with Hall of Famer, PPAI Hall of Famer Wayne Greenberg. And he goes, I don't use old, I use experience. So I got to get away from that. And you busted me on many times, Jay, old, but people who are seasoned veterans can still learn. And that's why, of course, I love the education that commonsku does. Again, commonsku fanboy, because the level is quite high and it's super relevant to today's marketplace.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got to be on top of the game. Kudos to you for doing that, Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon, and I got to give a shout out to PPAI as well, but also even to Promo Corner. Let's not forget our wonderful hosts here. The fact that they are constantly looking for guests and bringing more than just more noise to the platform. They're bringing insights, they're bringing value, and so I think all of that adds up. But I'll end on this: truly the mark of a professional. So Shannon, how do you think you're going to use this to share? Like, if this is a big deal, then how are you going to let your audience know why you did this or what the value is?
Yeah, so I really have not put it out there to any of my clients except for putting it on, obviously it's on my signature in my email. A couple have asked what it is, and I explain what we have to go through to get that certification, and they appreciate it. It is appreciated. I think when getting it did spark other colleagues to get on board and ask me more about it. Involved pretty heavily in HPPA, so we were promoting that on our HPPA website, and we had several members who also got their certifications, during that downtime. So I think that is probably the best thing that came out of it was, letting our other colleagues see, what was available, and, that now is the time to do it, and they did. They took advantage of it.
Well, right on. Well, it's an amazing achievement, and I don't want to gloss over it. Congratulations. You probably are one of the 1%. I'm going to tell you right now that if there were 100,000 sales reps in North America, there are probably fewer than, for sure, 10,000 that have any of these certifications. So I'll let PPAI correct me, but just let's go with the spin. Let's just take it, right? We're in the top 1%. Woo! So
I like it.
Okay, so segue to, you said something about HPPA. What is that?
Houston Promotional Product Association.
In Houston? Houston is in Houston, Texas?
Houston is in Houston.
Oh my gosh. Well, guess what? Guess what we have lined up for us? We have some amazing art, Jeff. We are at the crossroads of art, graphics, and branded merchandise. And our tour guide is none other than Shannon Laredo, and she is going to help walk us through this amazing city and some amazing work. And I truly want those that are watching today live to be inspired to feel the hipness. The tasty tacos are about to go down. We are up for some funky, savvy spice. And Shannon, this is so fun for me because I am a fan of street art. I am a fan of, having grown up in California, graffiti wasn't as common in the West Coast as it was on the East Coast. It's probably not as common in Texas, but it's there. If you've been by any train station, you've seen it. But to see some of the real art that comes out of this, and then to see the city of Houston embrace this, I was just like, yes, who needs Austin when you've got Houston, right?
That was the goal here.
Sorry, Brandon. Not
sorry.
sorry.
Sorry, Brandon.
Okay, so tell me about this a little bit. What can you share with us?
So,
the audience?
Gonzo is a pretty famous street graffiti artist here in Houston, and he's done several murals for our city. And one of my clients is Visit Houston, and
Okay.
they're also involved with the George R. Brown Convention Center and things like that. So.
Gotcha.
They're basically ambassadors for Houston, so they go to other cities to promote our city, to tell them why they need to have their event in Houston.
Yeah.
And what's so great about it.
How fun is that? That's such a great niche. And I know,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been challenging this last 6, 7, 8 months, but still it's going to rebound. And there's still an awesome story of inspiration to share.
Exactly. And so Gonzo allows Visit Houston to rights to his artwork. And so we're very fortunate to, I think all of us in the promotional products industry as salespeople, you want a client that has art that looks like that for you to be able to put on things. So when we got this opportunity, it was like, yay, I can finally do something cool with some cool.
Exactly. We're moving past logos, Jeff.
And what's so great about this art too is it's something that, it's not just a logo of a company, it's your city. So it's something everybody wants to have,
Yes.
So it's just exciting. And, they used it at events. They used all of this merchandise as they, went to other cities to promote Houston. And of course, it's been an ongoing thing. And when Gonzo does a new piece of artwork that is showcased, then we get to use that new art, on something cool.
So cool. And, I couldn't wait to share this. And of course, I was geeking out on the website. I went to visit all the stuff that he's done. And I hope that you can talk a little bit about that in an upcoming slide. But just the creativity, just what you said, Shannon, about, yes, we get to move past a logo. It's like, it's really a piece of culture. And it's sharing a vibe, and it's sharing like the roots of the city and what we want to be known for and what we're about. Mm-hmm. And the fact that obviously Houston Space Center. So I've seen a lot of the work. I've flown into Houston several times. You can't walk into that airport and not see some work from Gonzo somewhere. Mm-hmm. And so the fact that you were able to work with the city, with those ambassadors, with people that are promoting that culture, I think what a great opportunity, and how fun is that?
It's been great. And through that, we've had the opportunity to partner with other cities. Visit El Paso is another one of my clients. And so, because they see the cool things that we've done for Houston, and then, it's a snowball effect and to get referrals to other cities. So it's been really cool.
Awesome. Well, let me share a slide. Jeff, if you got something to say and share with us while I transition to a slide here.
Sure. Yeah, I'll jump in. First of all, when I see that art, I just think of Grateful Dead music. I just want to start, going down the Grateful.
Hey, Jeff, hey, child of the 60s. Good for you, brother.
Yeah, oh, yeah. No, I'm doing it on Peloton. I just found out one of the guys, there was a Grateful Dead yoga class, which I'm going to check out. So
I think you should check out. And you guys will probably have a little reunion, and it'll be just like that time when you were at Woodstock. So good on you, brother.
Yeah. Well, there we go. The other thing I want to say, as I always try to do to bring this into practicality, I guess that's a word.
Yeah, that's a word.
For those that are watching, is you have the opportunity to think outside the box when you're going to do promotions for your clients that really tie into your community. I mean, this is a huge blessing that Shannon's able to tie into this prominent artist, but, again, thinking outside the box, beyond logos, beyond, the traditional. So if there's ever any way that in your community, you can, tie those things in, that, that's just a plus. Again, the goal of the show is to get people to think outside the box and, what can I take away from that show that Shannon's doing or others are doing that I can apply to my business to make my company different from the guy who's only just putting logos on stuff. I mean, obviously we put logos on stuff, not that it's like a knock on that, but look at how creative this is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love what you said, Jeff. Thanks for sharing that. It's about looking for the culture. And Shannon, correct me if I'm wrong. You're the expert in the subject matter expert in this space. having, you know, 2 cities now, but hold on, my slides wanted to advance and say hello to your pet.
Oh, the dog
So
was there.
the cool thing about this is every city's gonna wrestle with this. What do we want to be known for? What is our culture? What unifying symbolism can we bring to the table that everyone's proud of? And so I just love the fact that you guys rallied around Gonzo and some of his artwork, but we get to showcase some of the artwork in our world that's not on a mural, that's not on the street, that's not on a building, that's on a tote bag and some koozies and a notebook. Tell us about the process here. How did you get to this point?
And so everything, pretty much everything was custom. Of course, koozies, that's not really custom. You can do a full color, but you know, the bags, I don't know how much you know about printing on bags, but that full color edge to seam, that's not something that's done easily, you know, with a stock piece that's on a shelf. So that's custom. And then it has a side panel as well where we put the name.
Like visit Houston or a website or something. Yeah. Okay.
So
Yes.
I think creating custom products, that's also where it has been so great, because the reorders come back from those as well. And it's not easily something someone else can just walk in, try to bid on.
So glad you brought that up. I was just going to say, because I loved when way back in the day, whenever we did something custom, because it gave me that exclusivity. And in sales,
Exactly.
you want that leverage, you want that advantage, you want to be able to have something that isn't easily repeatable by anybody else, so that they can't walk in the door and say, I can do the same thing, but for 5 cents less.
Right.
Boom. Right, Jeff?
Exactly right. You hate that.
Don't
I
get me
hate that.
triggered. Don't get me triggered right now. I'm got to keep the
Calm
spotlight
down.
on Shannon. Let's yeah, those spices kind of got me rolling this morning. So this is great work. I don't know if you want to give a shout out to any suppliers. I don't care if you do. I don't care if you don't. But I just love the combination of the work. How was the distribution? Was this something at like a visitor center or convention center, visitors bureau? Was this a direct mail piece?
So a lot of it is in the store where visitors can go in and, you know,
Okay.
like you could go purchase souvenirs. So there is a lot of that still in the store. Then we also did some lapel pins that the mayor always wears, and the staff. So you'll
Yep.
see those.
You'll see that coming up in a slide, Jeff. Just
Press conferences, but these, a lot of them were done for trade shows, and then many were just when they went and visited other cities and did shows there to promote Houston, and they would pass them out. Those are really cool. We love doing the playing cards, because on each one is a different fact about Houston, and
so cool.
it's really cool. So you can sit there and scroll through the whole entire deck, and it's a new fact about something cool to do in Houston, or some fun fact about Houston. And then of course on the front one, the front card, we highlighted Gonzo, and then it's in obviously an aerosol spray can, because that's what he does. That was probably my favorite thing that we did.
That is such, I can't tell you how, I was going to say, Shannon, if you have any of those decks of cards hanging around, yeah.
I might.
I figured you might, but those are so cool and so creative. The spray can, the ghosting of the image on the one side and the full color detail on the other side, that it's an inspirational card. It's got 52 facts about Houston, because every card's different. I'm sitting here thinking, Shannon Laredo might be the smartest person I've met all day today.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Well, yeah, it's today. It's
Today.
Really, but seriously, this is really, really creative. And of course, I fell in love with the fact that there is a human and 2 pets that look like they're helping. At least one of them is. And you're pulling this together. What was this, part of the kidding program, or what?
No, okay, so that's totally separate. So the one with my dogs and my
Oh,
dog,
it's a different project. Okay.
different
okay.
project. That was my quarantine project, like at the beginning of quarantine, probably in March, when
Well, tell us, what did you do? What did you do?
everything was getting canceled, and it was like I couldn't get out to see my clients, and it was what do you do? It's the gloom and doom out there, and so
And so you did not succumb to the gloom and doom.
I did not. That is not my style.
That is not
So-
your style.
It's
You
not
saw
my
the sign. You saw the light. You had
So
faith.
Maple Ridge Farms posted something about churro toffee, and I was like, "What churro toffee?" And so I talked to one of our reps, and we did little packages with churro toffee, and then from our friends at Raining Rose, we did some hand sanitizers, and then I hand wrote little cards and put them in. And I did this to probably my top 30 clients. I didn't send it to everybody, but just a little. And on the card, I just said, hope you're staying well. We're going to get through this, something to that effect, and sent them off to their houses. I had their home addresses because everyone was from home, and just a little hug just to send to your clients, to let them know that you get it, we're all in this, and
right. I love the way you personalize that too. And Jeff, what do you think about a sweet, tasty treat from our friends at Maple Ridge Farms?
Of course.
And are you kidding me? Churro toffee? What?
So amazing.
Yeah, well, that is wild. By the way, on that last picture, I have to say, it's very distracted by the dogs.
Yes.
Many of you know I'm a dog person. We have 2 of them and a wacky cat. We used to have a name. Now we just call it the cat.
Wacky cat. That's pretty
It
good.
used to be Spartacus, but now it's the cat. Anyway, again, everybody can take this time to reach out and touch their clients via the use of the amazing promotional marketing medium that we have available to us, whether it's stuff from Maple Ridge or Raining Rose, who's mentioned, and anybody else, Shannon, that rocked it for you during the season that you want to mention.
I did a lot with Maple Ridge, and then I am also Business Branders is a member of AIM. And so one great thing about AIM is they have merch boxes that we can get for our clients. And so I did a couple merch box mailings to my clients, and that was well received as well.
Yeah.
And I know we're coming up on our time because I see
the hook's coming.
the wizard behind the mic, but I did have a picture of that pin that you referred to that the mayor and some of the city officials wear, again, building on the creativity, building on the culture, building on the art and the history. Loved it. I just think that pride that it brings cannot be overlooked. And you have done such a fabulous job. And if I were the mayor of Houston, and I'm not, I would definitely give you the key of the city because of your drive and your enthusiasm, and you let your light shine bright, and you've done a great job to be an ambassador of your city and to share that culture. And so, Shannon, you're the winner today. I don't know if you know this or not.
Thank you.
It's pretty damn good work, right, Jeff?
It's really great work. So we're so excited to have you be part of the TACOS family. And earlier on, Jade mentioned all the shows we do that can be found on freepromotips.com in the video section. I didn't want to, not have that question answered, and to be, we're so privileged to do the live show on Promo Corner. It just has a completely, it's just so fun, and thank you so much for sharing all this great stuff. And you're doing your city proud, even though I know it just pains Brandon, the Austin guy. They think Austin's cool, but they got nothing on you guys down there in Houston, right?
That's right. Thank you.
All right. So with that, no. and
we're done.
No, actually, I have 2 little comments that I want to get to here real quick that came in while you guys were talking. Tim Hill wanted to ask her a question and said, how has your mindset, and I think he's alluding to your positivity mindset, how has your mindset helped you during this pandemic?
Oh gosh, immensely. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't just sit around and wallow in it. You have to do something. So that was just key for us, just ramped up. And as you know, I got my personal training certification as well. I just kept, okay, let's go. Let's keep going. That's all you can do. But yeah, it's helped a lot. And I hope that it rubs off on other people. That's always what I hope.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then we've got one other comment in here from somebody that you may know. have Shannon talk about and sing the song she wrote for prospects when we were just beginning in the industry. It's the bomb. And I think
boy.
you know who said that.
Let's hear that.
She wants coal in her stocking for Christmas, doesn't she?
Well, that was from Marianne, her
Do
assistant.
y'all have time for this story? Because it's a little bit of a story.
Yeah, I mean, if you can give us the abridged version, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go real short on it. Basically, had my best month ever in sales. This was in the beginning of my when I started in sales, and my boss was like, "So what are you gonna do next month?" And I was like, I was pissed because I mean, it was a big month. There was
What have
nothing
you done for me lately?
next month. And so I did what any young salesperson would do, or maybe I would still do now, is I went over to my friend's house and we opened a bottle of wine and got drunk. And so somehow she was telling, she has a few years on me. She's about 10 years older than me. And she was telling me about this commercial for the Frito Bandito.
Yes.
And I have never heard that commercial before ever. And so then that song got caught in my head. Do you know it? Can you sing it? No? Okay, well then it's
I think
not.
you're supposed to sing the song, Shannon. That's what
I
our
conveniently
request was.
forgot, but I'm hoping you know.
The request was you sing.
I don't know how the Frito Bandito song goes, but the tune, I took my own spin to it, and I did the promotion Senorita.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And I made up my whole new song, and I'm not gonna sing it.
No, come on.
Oh,
Come on, we gotta have
Such a buildup.
request. We've never had a request for a song. Come on.
That's a first on Tacos with anybody, anywhere.
It's
Okay,
gotta happen.
I can't sing, but it went something like, I, I'm the promotion senorita, from stress balls to baseball hats, any logo will do. Call me today, I'll find a promotion for you. Yeah. And so then I actually went to like my top 10 clients that I really wanted to get into. And oh no, I sang it to them. It's a long story behind it, but out of that I got 4 appointments from people that I never thought I would get into, 1 job offer, and 1 client out of it. And it was
Job offer.
the bottom line is
Hopefully not to sing. Sorry.
not to sing, but you have to just have fun, and
Yes.
you know, it doesn't
Yes.
matter. You
Well
know, that's
done.
what we're in the business to just be fun. So just do it.
Be bold. You were bold.
Very bold.
And good for you. I love that story. I'm so glad that you asked that. So funny. Oh my gosh.
Horrible.
Wow.
Horrible. And now this is on the internet forever. And I
Oh
can
yeah.
get that
It's
back.
been recorded. You got to
Wow.
sing live.
Share it with all your friends.
Tacos Live with Shannon singing the promotional product Senorita.
I don't think we call that singing. We'll say singing.
You carried a little bit of a pitch there.
A little bit.
So good.
So
We're
anyway,
reaching new highs here, you know, or lows, whatever.
Oh no, that was definitely
a
a
high.
high.
Yeah.
It's a high.
That takes so much courage, and I, you know, obviously there isn't anybody else I would rather have on here and do this than my friend Shannon. And I've known Shannon for a long time. She was one of my first calls that I ever made when I moved from Colorado down to Texas, and I didn't know anybody in Houston, and I made a call into their little office there, and I have been friends with Shannon, Marianne since then, and it's just been amazing watching both of them just continuously get better and better and more professional every day. So congrats to you, and yeah, that everything that they have been saying is just awesome, and I'm proud to call you my friend.
love you, Brandon.
Well done, Brandon. Good job. Great show. What do
Well,
we
I
do
think
now?
we've got one more thing to do. I think
One
we
thing
should
to
take a
do,
bite
right?
of the taco, huh?
I can't wait to see.
My stomach's growling. So
Yeah.
Ooh,
Tacos
look
up.
at
Woo!
that.
Here we
Tacos
go.
up.
Here we
Time to
go.
Take a bite.
Delicious with our taco seasoning from the Georgia Spice.
That's so good, Jeff. Spicy.
Finally, Jeff is the one talking with his mouth full. It's not me. I love it.
Somebody other than you, Brandon.
Well,
Happy to.
Jay and Jeff, I can't thank you guys enough for having the excitement and the level of enthusiasm, and then also how you're able to spotlight all these amazing people that you do on the show. One of you two guys, tell them again one more time where they can see your show when it's not live on Promo Corner.
Oh, thank you so much. It's on our free Promo Tips Facebook page where we have, some different things we're doing, coffee and conversation and promo good news. And by the way, if anybody wants to submit a short informal promo good news video on gratitude, the things they're thankful for this season, they can do that and message me through those platforms. And then also on freepromotips.com in the video section. So thank you for that, Brandon. We're also putting the Promo Corner shows up there too. So all the content's in one spot, as well as on Promo Corner and all your the communication tools you have. We're out there. I mean, everybody's out there, and
we're out there.
We out here.
There, all right.
We out here.
And also we're out there this
out
way.
there. Yeah, and it reminds me of that artwork from Shannon and Gonzo with the spacesuit. But we got to put the spotlight back on Shannon too. Shannon, where do people find you?
Everywhere. I'm on all the social media
Everywhere.
platforms.
She's global.
And my name is just Shannon Laredo. You can find me.
Awesome.
Find me.
I like it. Just you should make that your business card. Just say Shannon Laredo. Yeah. Google it.
I love that.
That is fantastic. Well, thank you so much for watching this edition of Tacos Live. We will see you guys after the holiday season. So happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your holiday. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, everybody.